Welcome to the show. I'm thrilled you're here. We have a fantastic episode for you. Today we're diving into the wild world of United States geography. Not just maps and capitals, real mind-blowing facts about the land itself. The U.S. is packed with drama, secrets, and things you won't believe are real. We've got mountains taller than Everest, if you measure them right, deserts hotter than you can imagine, and rivers that could circle the globe. So get ready for 50 of the most jaw-dropping facts about U.S. geography. We're moving fast, from the biggest state to the smallest, the highest peak to the lowest valley. Buckle up, grab a snack, and prepare to have your mind blown. Are you ready? Let's do this. 12. The U.S. covers a whopping 3.8 million square miles. That makes it the third largest country on Earth. It's not just big, it's huge. Alaska is so massive you could fit Texas, California, and Montana inside it and still have room left over. On the flip side, tiny Rhode Island could fit inside Alaska 500 times. That's how small it is. The U.S. isn't just 50 states, it also has 14 territories like Puerto Rico and Guam. The Grand Canyon is so gigantic you could stack 1,200 Empire State Buildings inside it. That's wild. Hawaii's Mauna Kea, measured from its base on the ocean floor, is actually taller than Everest, over 33,000 feet. The Mississippi River stretches 2,340 miles from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico, a true watery highway. Death Valley, California, hit 134 degrees Fahrenheit in 1913, the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. That's scorching. Denali in Alaska is the tallest peak in North America, soaring 20,310 feet into the sky. Add up all the rivers in the U.S., and you get over 3.5 million miles, enough to circle the Earth 140 times. The Great Lakes hold 21% of the world's fresh water, enough to cover the U.S. nearly 10 feet deep. Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake by surface area in the world. It's so big, it even has its own weather. Florida's Everglades is the only place on Earth where alligators and crocodiles live together. The U.S. has 63 national parks protecting every kind of landscape you can imagine. Yellowstone, established in 1872, was the world's very first national park. The Appalachian Mountains are over 1 billion years old, older than the pyramids. The Rocky Mountains stretch over 3,000 miles from New Mexico to Canada. California's San Andreas Fault is a massive crack in the earth that could unleash a huge earthquake at any time. The U.S. mainland has 4 time zones, but with Alaska and Hawaii, it's actually 6. The Great Plains is a massive sea of grass, 500,000 square miles, one of the world's largest grasslands. The Missouri River is the longest in the U.S., beating the Mississippi by just 1 mile. It flows for 2,341 miles. Alaska has over 3 million lakes, more than people. It's a lake lover's paradise. Utah's Great Salt Lake is so salty you can float effortlessly. No swimming skills required. The southernmost point in the continental U.S. is Key West, Florida. Alaska's Aleutian Islands stretch so far west they cross into the Eastern Hemisphere, closer to Russia than D.C. The U.S. has over 17,000 miles of coastline, enough to wrap around Australia twice. Hawaii is the only state made entirely of islands, 132 in total. South Dakota's Badlands are a fossil hunter's dream. T-Rex bones from 75 million years ago have been found there. The The Mojave Desert spans 4 states and is home to the world's largest Joshua tree forest. Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980, blowing 1,300 feet off its top. Nature's power on full display. The Continental Divide is a rocky spine down the country. Rain on one side flows to the Pacific, the other to the Atlantic. The U.S. has over 12,000 miles of beaches, from Miami's white sands to Oregon's rugged cliffs. There's a beach for every mood. Alaska's Tongass is the largest national forest, 16.7 million acres, bigger than West Virginia. Chesapeake Bay is the largest estuary in the U.S., home to over 3,600 species. Louisiana's Atchafalaya Basin is the largest swamp in the country, a wild, mysterious place. California's redwoods are the tallest living things, over 370 feet tall. The Great Smoky Mountains straddling Tennessee and North Carolina are the most visited national park. The U.S. is home to over 400 endangered species, many protected in national wildlife refuges. Arizona's saguaro cacti can live up to 200 years, true desert giants. The Columbia River Gorge in Oregon has 90 waterfalls in just 30 miles. The Ozark Plateau spans 5 states and is famous for thousands of caves and crystal-clear springs. The Bering Strait separates Alaska and Russia by just 55 miles. On a clear day, you can see one continent from the other. The U.S. has over 90,000 dams, completely changing rivers and creating massive lakes. That's a lot of water control. Crater Lake in Oregon is the deepest in the U.S., 1,943 feet, formed in a collapsed volcano. Horseshoe Bend in Arizona draws 2 million visitors a year to see the Colorado River's stunning curve. The Mississippi Delta is so fertile, it grows about half of all the rice in the U.S. Arizona's Painted Desert is a colorful landscape with rock layers dating back 225 million years. The U.S. has 11 distinct climate zones, from tropical Hawaii to Arctic Alaska. The Great Basin is the largest U.S. desert, 190,000 square miles of wild, beautiful wilderness. The U.S. is one of only 3 countries with every major biome: tundra, rainforest, desert, and grassland. 50 insane facts, can you believe it? My mind is blown. The U.S. is like a whole planet's worth of geography in one country. From swamps to glaciers, there's so much to explore. We barely scratched the surface. Which fact blew you away? Drop your favorite in the comments. If you enjoyed this whirlwind tour, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more adventures. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You're the best audience. See you in the next video. 10.